Krishna, Kirtida, Sundari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Waiting eagerly to hear from you, Mataji. A very, very happy Balarama Purnima to you. Welcome to the call, all grocery services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Happy Balarama Purnima. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devi Dasi and Balavrinda.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Balavrinda. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Happy Balarama Purnima.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji and Balavrinda. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. All grocery services, Mataji. A very happy Balarama Purnima to you as well. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, we good, Mataji.
Okay.
Can start record.
Yes. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I welcome you all once again to Bhakti Sangha Japa. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. The pickpocket takes from your pocket and he becomes a criminal. And when the wife takes thousands of dollars from your pocket, you do not consider her to be a criminal. You laugh, oh, you have taken the money? Yes, I have taken. The business is a pickpocket. Actually, thieves and rogues, but we have named them relatives. Tehran, August 8, 1976. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Today we're very fortunate to have Her Grace, Kirtida Sundari Mataji. Mataji will be enlightening us on the glories of the Lord Balaram. Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Kirtida Sundari Mataji, thank you for giving your valuable time and association this morning. Very eagerly to hear from you, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. I now hand over the call to you. Please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, thank you so much. Thank you for warmly welcoming everybody. Thank you, Uma Mataji, for a beautiful recitation. Thank you, every one of you, for sharing your valuable time in this call to hear the glories of Lord Sri Balaram. Really indebted to each and every one of you. So we'll start with our Mangalacharan and then we'll go ahead. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shirupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shirade Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Praya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschate Deshatarine Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Mukam karoti vācālam pangum langāyate girim yat kripahatam ham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Ishwaram. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you once again for your very, very kind association and wish you all a very, very happy Balaram Purnima. Today is the very auspicious day. and really feel fortunate so that I can glorify and say some few words from the scriptures in glorification of Lord Shri Balaram. So, glories of Lord Balaram. And before we start, we can say the pranam mantra of Lord Balaram. This is the pranam mantra of Shri Baladev or Balaram. I'll recite once and maybe two devotees can take turn in reciting this. Namaste Haladra Namaste Maushalayudha, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Balinam Shrestha, Namaste Dharani Dhara, Pralambare Namaste Stu, Trahi Mam Krishna Purvaja. Somebody can take turn to recite. It's very, very auspicious.
Namaste Mataji, Namaste.
Yes, Kripamai Mataji, please go ahead.
Namaste Haladrigama, Namaste Musalayada, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Balinam Shrestha, Namaste Darinadara, Pralambre, Namaste Stu, Rahimam Krishna Purvaja. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Thank you.
Mataji,
Yes.
can I do Mataji?
Okay. And then after that, Revati Preeti Mataji can also recite.
Okay, Mataji. Namaste Halagraha, Namaste Musalayuda, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Dharanidhara, Namaste Balanama Shrestha, Pralambare Namaste Stu, Ehi Mam Krishna Purvaja.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Revati Preeti Mataji.
Namaste Haladir Grama, Namaste Mushalayuta, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Balinam Shrestha, Namaste Dharani Dhara, Pralambare Namaste Stu, Trahi Mam Krishna Purvaja. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji, can I try?
Okay, yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Namaste Halade Grama, Namaste Mushalayuda, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Balinam Shrestha, Namaste Dharani Dhara, Pralambare, Namaste Stu, Trahi Mam Krishna Purvaja.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare
So,
Krishna.
Namaste Halatigrama. So, one who holds the plow, hal ko dharan karne wala. That is our Sri Balaram. Namaste Mushalaya. He also holds a club in his hand. Namaste Revati Kanta. Like Krishna is Radha Kanta. But our Balaram is known as Revati Kanta, who is the husband of Revati. Namaste Bhaktavatsala. He is very affectionate to his devotees. Namaste Balinam Shrestha. Shrestha means first class. So he is very strong. He is the strong among the strongest. Sorry, he is the strongest of the strong. Namaste Dharani Dhara. He holds Dharani. He supports the earth in the form of Anantashesh. Pralambare Namaste. One who kills, who destroy the demon Pralambasura. Trahimam Krishna Purvaja. Oh, elder brother. He is the elder brother of Krishna. He is Krishna Purvaja. So therefore, the prayer goes, I offer my respectful obeisances. Namaste means I offer my respectful obeisances. At the same time, Trahimam, that please protect me. I pray to please protect me. So this is the pranam mantra of Sri Balaram, and it is from Brahma Purana. So now we will see that why we get so fortunate because we hear Krishna Katha. And fortunate is why we are so fortunate because we we have come across Srila Prabhupada, who has explained us the importance of celebrating such appearances days, such celebrations. So we have lined up with all the celebrations. Recently, we did Rupa Goswami's disappearance day. That was entire week was dedicated to Srila Rupa Goswami. Then we have Balarama Purnima today. Coming up is Krishna Janmashtami. And then we have Radhashtami, Govardhan Puja. So all these festivals, they give us the chance, they give us the opportunity to hear Katha, to hear Krishna Katha. And thus, this is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam that explains, Iti nandadayo gopa Krishna Rama katha muda Bruvanto Rama manascha na vindam bhava vedanam. Iti nandadayo gopa. So when Nand Maharaj, along with all his assembly, they heard this Krishna Katha, all the cowherd men headed by Nanda Maharaj and all the Gopas, all the cowherd men, they heard the incidents of Krishna Rama Katham. So the pastimes, the narrations, the incidents in connection to whom? Krishna, Bhagavan, Lord Shri Krishna, and Rama. Rama here refers to Balaram. And Muda. Muda means in great ecstasy, they hear this pastime. Kurvanto. Then what happens? While doing, while hearing, while lending their ears, while Shravan of Krishna Katha and Rama Katha, Ramamanascha means their bliss increases, their enjoyment increases. Navindam Bhava Vedanam, and their affection for Krishna also increases, and thus they do not perceive, they do not have Navindam, they do not have Bhava Vedana, any kind of any kind of material tribulations they don't feel like. So in this way, all the cowherd men headed by Nanda Maharaj enjoyed topics about pastimes of Krishna and Balaram with great transcendental pleasures. So Krishna Rama Kathamura. And they could not perceive any material tribulations. So this is the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, which also teaches us that what is the result of studying and discussing Shri Krishna Leela. Because Krishna Leela is very, very dear to heart. In the invocation prayer of Srimad Bhagavatam, the very second verse, it says, Sadhya Hridya Avaradute Trakritivi Shushruvi Statshanat. That as soon as we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, as soon as we hear the pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna, Sadhya Hridya, in the heart of the sadhus, quickly, Sadhya Hridaya Avaradhate. It appears what? Atra kritivi shushrubi tatshanat. Just at that shana, at that moment, Krishna appears in the heart of that devotee. And it doesn't take so much of time. So, tatshanat, immediately. That's the result of studying Krishna Katha, of reciting Krishna Katha or hearing Krishna Katha. So similarly, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda in Vrindavan, they appeared like ordinary persons in the world, but they never felt any tribulations in spite of having so many dangerous situations that been created by Kamsa. Kamsa used to send his demons every day, practically. So many demons would come to attack Krishna and Balaram. But still, there are so many dangerous situations that were created. But still, Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj, they never felt any tribulations in life. Bhava Vedana. They were in this material existence, they were not feeling any tribulations, no sufferings at all. This is the practical example. That when we follow in the footsteps of Nanda Maharaj and the Gopals, then we all can simply be happy by discussing the activities, the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. And that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that in this yuga, in this age of Kali, there is no need of doing unnecessary austerities and penances. No, the only thing is Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. just bathe yourself, drown yourself in the ocean of Krishna Katha, in the ocean of Krishna Sankirtana. And when we do that, when we hear, when we chant, hear Krishna's Leelas, his names, his form, his pastimes, and of course, like Nand Maharaj and Yashoda, we will also be free from all kind of material tribulations. So that's the result of discussing Krishna Katha. So now we'll continue that what happened. We know that how after Kamsa, he heard that celestial voice that the eighth son of Devaki will be the cause of Kamsa's death. So Kamsa very mercilessly, he killed Devaki's 6 sons. And then finally, the plenary portion of Krishna, whose name is Ananta, he entered the womb of Mother Devaki as the 7th child to give her pleasure. It says, Bhagavatam says, Harsha Shoka Vivardhana, means Devaki was in shock because she lost her 6 children. And of course, she was also very happy, Harsha, because she knew that 8th child will come and that 8th child will kill Kamsa, who was throwing so many atrocities on Devaki and Vasudev and all the people, on Ugrasen Maharaj and all the people in his kingdom. So at that time, what happened is that our Balaram, our Ananta, he entered the womb of Devaki as the 7th child. And then Lord orders Yogamaya. He says that I'm going to appear in this Yadu dynasty and I'm going to protect all these Yadus from Kamsa's attack. So Krishna ordered Yogamaya that you go to Vraja, where many cows, gopas, and gopis reside. There, Vasudev's wife Rohini is living in Nanda Maharaj's home. Why Rohini was living there? Because Kamsa was throwing so many atrocities. So, to protect his wife, he sent it to Nanda Maharaj. So, she was staying there incognito due to fear of Kamsa. So then Lord he ordered Yogamaya that within the womb of Mother Devaki, my plenary expansion, Shesha, Sankarshan is there. So what you have to do, you have to transfer him to the womb of Mother Rohini. So you have to do this job. And then he says that I will appear as the 8th child, because the 7th child will be transferred to the womb of Mother Rohini. So Krishna said that I will appear as the 8th child with all my 6 opulences as the son of Mother Devaki. And then he instructed Yogamaya that you appear as the daughter of Mother Yashoda. So finally, Yogamaya confirmed that she would execute the Lord's orders. And then she circumambulated the Lord. She immediately went to Gokula and did everything whatever the Lord wanted. So what happened? Devaki's child, the 7th child, was transferred into Rohini's womb. And Devaki, it was announced that seems like she had a miscarriage. And everybody in the palace, they lamented that, oh, Devaki lost her child. So this way, our Balaram, he was transferred from the womb of Mother Devaki to Mother Rohini. So now what we will do is, this is just a prelude at how Balaram came into existence in this material world. So we'll continue first understanding the tattva of Lord Sri Balaram. Who is Lord Balaram? And then we'll go into 1 or 2 pastimes and then we will end. So regarding the tattva, we have to be very, very careful to understand who Lord Balaram is. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he describes in detail. Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tara Dritya Deha Shri Balarama. Sarva avatari Krishna. Krishna is the avatari. He is not the avatar. He is the source of all incarnations. So Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. He is Swayam Bhagavan. He is the personality of Godhead. Tahara Dvitya Deha. And his Second expansion out of his body, on the body, like his expansion of the body, his own expansion, is Sri Balaram, is Lord Balaram. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the fountainhead of all incarnations. He is Avatari, and Lord Krishna is his second body. Eka hi swarup dohe bhinna matra kaya adya kaya vyuha Krishna lila rasahaya. So Eka hi swarup dohe, both of them have the same identity. Bhinna matra kaya. Then what is the difference between the two? The difference is of the color. So this is one difference that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami brings it. Adya Kaya Vyuha. And he is the first bodily expansion of Krishna, and he exists in Krishna's, Krishna Leela Rasahaya. And he assists Krishna's transcendental pastimes. So Adya Kaya Vyuha means that he is the original of the Vyuha expansions, the Chaturvya, the quadruple expansions. So he is the source of the first quadruple expansions that takes place. Who is the source? Balaram is the source. Ekahi Swarup dohe bhinna matra kaya. There is no difference except the color. And what is the color? Krishna is like a freshly formed monsoon cloud, blackish grayish, and our Lord Balaram is white. He is like a freshly formed spring cloud. So that's the difference. Of course, there is another difference, and that difference is in the difference of mood. One is Sevak Bhagavan. Our Lord Balaram is a Sevak Bhagavan, and Lord Krishna is a Sevya Bhagavan, who accepts the seva from Lord Balaram. But otherwise, Ekahi Swarup, they both are one and the same identity. वैभव प्रकाश कृष्णेरा श्री बलराम वर्ण मात्र भेद सभा कृष्णेरा समान. So the first manifestation of the Vaibhava feature of Krishna is Sri Balaramji. Sri Balaram and Krishna have different bodily colors. Varna means the color. Varna matra bheda. They have the different colors, but Krishnera samana. But otherwise, Lord Balaram is equal to Krishna in all respects. So two differences have been brought up. That one is, of course, the color that Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami brings out, and another is the mood. That is the only difference between both of them. Otherwise, both are equal, both are same. Balaram is the Swamsha expansion of the Lord, and therefore there is no difference between the potency of Krishna and the potency of Lord Balaram. And let's understand what is Vaibhava Prakash. Okay. So we'll have a look on this diagram. So we saw how Krishna, he is Swayam Rupa Krishna. He is the original form as a cowherd boy in Vrindavan. That Shri Krishna expands himself into his Swayam Prakash, his own illumination, his own manifestation. So from Swayam Prakash, Shri Krishna comes Vaibhava Prakash. And this Vaibhava Prakash is our Lord Balaram. Okay, but this Swayam Prakash, when he comes as Prabhava Prakash, that is the same Krishna who enjoys with millions of gopis in Rasa Leela, where every gopi has Krishna. And that Krishna is the same Krishna. He is the Swayam Prakash Krishna. And of course, the 16,108 wives, that also is the Swayam Krishna. But when he expands into Vaibhav Prakash, that's the expansion with different moods and bodily features, such as his brother Balaram. So Krishna expands only once, as his Vaibhav Prakash is Lord Balaram. Rest, everything stops here, you see. Rest, all the incarnations that we see, his Vilas, his Prabhav Vilas, his Vaibhav Vilas, his Leela Avatara, Purusha Avatara, Guna Avatara, Shaktivesh Avatara, Manvantara Avatara, Yuga Avatara. All this is coming from who? It's coming from Balaram. So it's Krishna who expands himself into Lord Balaram, and then rest, everything is being taken care by Lord Balaram. Krishna only expands when it comes to when his Swayam Krishna has to come, like for the gopis or like for the the queens of Vrindavan. Then Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes about the 5 forms of Lord Balaram. Shri Balarama Gosai Mula Sankarshana Pancharupa Dhari Karena Krishnera Sevana. So Shri Balaram Gosai, Lord Shri Balaram is the Mool Sankarshana. Pancharupadhari, he is the original Sankarshana, and Pancharupadhari, he assumes 5 other forms to serve Lord Shri Krishna. So the Supreme Lord, Shri Krishna's first expansion is Baladev. Okay, he is the original Sankarshan, the Moola Sankarshan, who is in the form of a cowherd boy in Vraja. Okay, then from this Mool Sankarshan comes the first Chaturvyuha, the quadruple expansion. Okay, they are also known as Moola Chaturvyuha. And in that Moola Chaturvyuha also we have Moola Vasudev, Moola Sankarshan, Moola Pradyumna and Moola Aniruddha. So from that Moola Sankarshan comes Narayan, and from Narayan again there is an expansion of 4 Chaturvyuha, 4 expansions, that is Maha. Now they are known as Maha Vasudev, Maha Sankarshan, Maha Aniruddha and Maha Pradyumna. Now from this Maha Sankarshan comes Maha Vishnu, that is our Karna Udakshayi Vishnu. And when he inhales and exhales, all the universes comes out. Karna Udakshayi Vishnu that expands himself and comes as Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, who is the Paramatma or a Vishnu in every universe. So every universe has its own Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. This Garbhodakshayi Vishnu then expands himself into Kshirodakshayi Vishnu, who lies in Kshirosagar. And he is the one who takes care of the maintenance of the universe. So whenever all these demigods, they have any problems, so they, along with Lord Brahma, they'll go to this Kshirosagar, ocean of milk, and they will call upon to Kshirodakshayi Vishnu and take guidance. And he is the one also who appears millennium after millennium to annihilate the miscreants. And this Kshirodakshayi Vishnu then expands into his Amsha avatar, that is known as Shesha or Anantadev. Okay. Apare karena Krishna lila rasahai srishti lila karya kari dhari charakai. So he himself helps in the pastimes of Lord Krishna. And he does the work of creation in 4 other forms. So what are the 4 other forms? Srishti Adika Seva Tanra Agnara Palana Shesha Rupa Kare Krishnera Viveda Sevana. So he executes the orders of the Lord Shri Krishna in the work of creation, Srishti Adi, in the work of creation, etc. And in the form of Lord Shesha, he serves Krishna in various ways. So we'll see what are the different chief original quadruple form. Balaram is the original Sankarshan. Then comes Maha Sankarshan, Karanatakshai Vishnu, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, Shirodakshayi Vishnu, and finally we have Anantashesh. So this is the Tattva. And now our Balaram, he serves in 5 mellows. So in the previous verse, we saw that how he executes the orders of Lord Shri Krishna, but he also serves Krishna in various ways. So what are the ways in which Lord Shri Krishna, Lord Balaram serves? He serves in 5 mellows. Shantarasa, that is neutral reverence or passive adoration. Or Dasya Rasa, that is servitorship, Sakhya Rasa, that is friendship, Vatsalya Rasa, that is parental affection, and Madhurya Rasa, that is conjugal love. So now in Shantaras, he worships the Lord in awe and reverence. Okay, that is what is the Shantaras. He serves in his rasa by manifesting in the form of spiritual abodes where Krishna performs his pastimes, like Dham itself. Lord Balaram expands himself as Dham, as Vrindavan Dham, Mathura Dham, Dwarka Dham, Navadvip Dham. So all the Dhams, they are none other Lord Balaram. Then we see all the musical instruments like mridanga, kartals, or our harmonium, which are used in the service of Krishna, they are also none other than Balaram. And our Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami again explains that Chhatra, Paduka, Shayya, Upadan, Vasana, Arama, Avasha, Yagna Sutra, Simhasana, all these, they are in Shantarasa. Like Chhatra means the umbrella that is used. Paduka is the slippers, Shayya is the bed, and Upadana is like a pillow. And Vasana is the ornaments. Then his avas means his residence where Lord Shri Krishna stays, his Yagna Sutra, his sacred thread, and of course his Simhasana, his throne, everything is Lord Balaram. So this is in a very passive way, in a Shantaras, that the Supreme Lord Balaram, he serves Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Then comes the Dasya Rasa. That is the servitorship in mood of respectful service. So, of course, our Lord Balaram, he serves. Though he is in this Krishna Leela, he comes as an elder brother, but still he adopts a servant-like role. And sometimes we see when Krishna and Balaram will go to forest to herd calves and cows, at that time when Krishna feels very tired, then Balaram massages Krishna's feet. And he also protects him. He also arranges for all the necessities that Krishna may need. So he is always in deep mood of service to Krishna. So this is how in Dasya Bhav also Lord Balaram serves. Then comes the Sakhya. Sakhya Bhav, of course, they both are almost of the same age. And Balaram is as an elder brother, though he is an elder brother, but he will always constantly play together. They will joke together, they'll wrestle, they will eat together. So all the mellows that one have with one's friend, Balaram supports. And therefore, there is a quite intimacy of friendship between Krishna and Balaram. So again, there is a very beautiful verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita only where it says, Vrishahana Krishna Sane Matha Mathi Rana, Kabo Krishna Kare Tanra Pada Samhana. So playing like a bull, Vrishahaya Krishna Sane Matha Mathi Rana. They both will fight, they will play like bull. Lord Balaram will fight with Krishna head to head, like two bulls fighting. So they both will fight head to head. But also sometimes we see that Lord Shri Krishna massages Lord Balaram's lotus feet. So both of them, sometimes we see Krishna massaging Balaram's feet and sometimes we see Balaram massaging Krishna's lotus feet. But acting like an ordinary voice, they will roar, they will fight each other, and they will also imitate the voice of all other animals. So this is how Balaram enjoys Sakhya Bhav with Lord Shri Krishna. Then comes our Vatsalya, that is parental affection. Of course, Lord Shri Balaram is elder brother, and at the same time, being an elder brother, sometimes he acts as a guardian, as a parental affection he would have for Krishna. He'll be very, very protective for Krishna. He is always concerned that my Krishna is not in danger. And Mother Yashoda would also tell to Balaram, see, you are going with Krishna to herd cows. Make sure that Krishna is not in any problem. You have to take care of Krishna because nobody else will be there. So you have to personally go and take care of Krishna. So like we see the example of Dhenukasura pastimes. At that time also, Balaram killed Dhenukasura. And he protected and he was concerned for Krishna. And in Mrid Bhakshan Leela also, we see when Krishna ate dirt, at that time also, he complained to Mother Yashoda. But that is in his Vatsalya Bhav, in his concern, deep concern for Krishna, that Krishna has eaten dirt. So he is, though he's an elder brother, but he often expresses himself like a parental care. So this is how our Balaram enjoys this, helps Krishna in his Vatsalya Bhav. Finally comes the Madhurya Rasa. So of course, this is the mood of romantic love and intimacy. And of course, this is mostly This is exclusive for Srimati Radharani and her dear associates. So there is no direct way where Lord Balaram can enter into this rasa. There is no direct way. Because otherwise, Radharani, Srimati Radharani would feel embarrassed because, after all, Balaram is Dauji. He is the elder brother of Krishna. But he cannot leave Krishna. So what he did, that he, with his own Shakti, he manifested himself. He expands himself as Ananga Manjari, as the younger sister of Srimati Radharani. And as Ananga Manjari, he assists the divine loving pastimes of Radha and Krishna, like their meetings, their talks, and decorating Srimati Radharani. So Balaram expands himself in a female expansion as Anang Manjari and helps Krishna in his Madhurya also. So this is how Lord Sri Balaram, he serves Krishna in 5 mellows. But then what we see is the plight of Sri Balaram as Lakshman. So we know that how the same Balaram, he came as Lakshman in Ramalila. In Treta Yuga, in Ramalila, he comes as Lakshman. So when he comes as Lakshman, Ramera charitra sabha dukhera karana swatantra lilaya dukha sahane Lakshmana. At that time, Ramera charitra sabha dukhera karana. The entire life, the activities of Lord Ram were full of sufferings. Swatantra lilaya. Though at that time, our Lakshman, he was on his own accord, on his own personal choice. Dukkha sahena Lakshmana. He tolerated that suffering. See, when Lord Ram was exiled, at that time, there is no rule that explains that Lakshman or a younger brother has to go with elder brother. There is no rule. But Lakshman accepted this as a service to Lord Sri Ram. So Swatantra Leelaya, Dukkha Sahena Lakshman, though he is also Swarat, because he is same as Lord Ram, the impotency wise, but still he accepted all the sufferings along with Lord Ram, just to assist Lord Ram and in his pastimes. निषेध करीते नारे जते छोटा भाई मौन धरी रहे लक्ष्मण मने दुख पाई. So at that time, as a younger chota bhai, he was a younger brother. So as a younger brother, nisheda karite nare, he was not able to stop Lord Ram from taking any kind of decision, because Lord Ram was an elder brother. And as Lakshman being a younger brother, he cannot go against the will of Lord Ram. So as an obedient brother, he has to accept everything, whatever Lord Ram says. And Maunadhari, he always remains silent. Just say, yes, sir. Yes, brother. That was his mood. And Lakshmana mane dukkha pai. And he was very unhappy in his mind. Because when Lord Ram was exiled, he was very angry on Dashrath. But how come he has given you this? He was not feeling happy when Lord Ram was suffering. Of course, that again, it's a leela that Lord Ram, it shows that he was suffering, but it was just a leela that was depicted by Lord Ram. So as a younger brother, he could not stop Lord Ram from his resolution in whatever decision Lord Ram was taking. So he remained silent, although unhappy in his mind. But then what happens? Krishna avatare jeshta haila sevra karana. Krishna ke karila nana sukha asvadan. Now, when Krishna Leela, when Lord Krishna appeared, then Balaram decided, okay, enough of being of your younger brother. No, I cannot tolerate anymore. And this time I want to come as your elder brother, as Sri Balaram. But again, the mood will be the same. The mood will be service, to serve him, to serve Krishna to his heart's content and make him enjoy all sorts of happiness. Nana sukha svadana. So that Krishna can enjoy all sorts of happiness. Therefore, he serves in all 5 rasas with Krishna. But then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes that yes, sometimes he comes as elder brother, sometimes he comes as a younger brother, but ultimately Sei amsha leya jeshta kanishta bhimana amsha amshi rupe shastra kareya vyakhana. Krishna and Balram, they present themselves sometimes as younger brother, sometimes as elder brother. But in the scriptures, Shastra Kare Vyakhyana, that they are described as the original supreme personality of Godhead and his expansion. So as Leela, they can do anything. They'll come as a younger brother or a elder brother, doesn't matter. But ultimately, they are the supreme personality of Godhead and his direct expansion just to serve as a Sevak Bhagavan, to serve Savior Bhagavan. Then coming back to our Srimad Bhagavatam, so when he was transferred to the womb of Mother Rohini, Balaram appeared on today, like Balaram Purnima, we celebrate. And then after 1 year comes the name-giving ceremony that happened by Garga Muni. So Garga Muni was actually sent by Vasudev. He was there. And Nanda Maharaj thought, well, this is a great opportunity that a sage has come. So why not you please give the names of to my two children? And Garga Muni explained that no, it's not possible, because if the news went and reaches to the ears of Kamsa Maharaj, he'll come to know, and it's not good. So then Nanda Maharaj only suggested that we will do this ceremony in a very confidential way. So they all went to Goshala. Only 6 of them were there. Krishna and Balaram, Garga Muni, Nanda Maharaj, Mother Rohini, and Mother Yashoda. And finally, Garga Muni gave the name, Shri Garga Vacha. So to Balaram, what he said, Ayam hiro hino putro ramayan suhrido gunai akyasyate ramati baladikhyat balam vidu yadunam aprathak bhavat sankarshnam ushantyapi. So this is the verse that was recited by Garga Muni. Ayam hi Rohino Putro, this the son of Rohini. So now he is giving the name to Rohini Putra, to the son of Mother Rohini. Ramayan Suhrido Gudeng. He pleases his friends and relatives by his good qualities. And because he pleases his friends, his relatives by his very sweet and kind and good qualities, Akyaste Rama iti. Therefore, he'll be known as Rama, who is the supreme enjoyer, who gives pleasure to everyone. So his name will be Rama. Baladhikyat balam vidu, and he is very extraordinary in his strength. And therefore, his name is Balarama. So first he says, because he gives pleasure to everybody, he's known as Rama. Second, because he's very powerful, he has extraordinary strength. Therefore, he is known as Balarama. Yadunam aprathak bhavat sankarshanam, and because he is uniting both the families together, he is known as Sankarshanam. Garga Muni said, this child, the son of Rohini, will give all happiness to all relatives and friends by his transcendental qualities. Therefore, he'll be known as Rama. And because he will manifest extraordinary bodily strength, he will also be known as Bala. So, Balarama. Moreover, because he unites the two families, that is Vasudev's family and the family of Nanda Maharaj, he will be known as Sankarshana. So Baladev, we all know that he was actually the son of Devaki. But then he was transferred from Devaki's womb to the womb of Mother Rohini by Yogamaya. This fact was not disclosed to anyone. But Harivamsa, in Harivamsa Puran, it is stated that Nanda Maharaj disclosed this to Maharaj Nanda, that Balaram would be known as Sankarshan, because of uniting the two families, the Yadu Vamsha and the Vamsha of Nanda Maharaj. Because Yadu Vamsha, they are known as from the Kshatriyas. They are the Kshatriyas. And Nanda Maharaj, they are the Vaishyas. So how the pastime goes is that both families, they have the original forefather. And the original forefather was I can give you the reference from where I found out. It is from Aishwarya Kadambini, and it is written by Baladev Vidyabhushan. And in his third Vrishti, shower, like in Madhurya Kadambini, when we were doing also, we saw that Kadambini is a cloud, bank of clouds, right? And shower is, Madhurya is the shower, nectar of that is coming out from that clouds. So because it's a shower, so the chapters are not called as chapter 1, chapter 2, they are known as Vrishti, shower 1, shower 2, shower 3. So similarly, in Aishwarya Kadambini, which is written by Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, in his third Vrishti, he gives this entire pastime. That how Devamida, he was born in Vrishti dynasty. He had two wives. One wife was known as Kshatriya and the other wife was known as Arya. So Kshatriya was, from Kshatriya came Surasen, right? And from Arya came Parajanya. And one was from the Kshatriya class. Kshatriya, the wife Kshatriya, she was from the Kshatriya class. And he married another lady whose name was Arya, and she was from the Vaishya class. So from Kshatriya, Surasen was born. And from Surasen, we know that how Vasudev, Kunti Maharani, they came. And from Parajanya, from Arya, Parajanya was born, who was the king of Raja. And from him, Nanda Maharaj came, Nanda, Upananda, Sadanda, right? They all came. So Nanda Maharaj came. And Nanda Maharaj then later married a Vaishya wife, and Vasudev married a Kshatriya wife. So although the families of Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev, they came from the same father, but still they were divided as Kshatriya and Vaishya, because Vasudev got married to Devaki and Nanda Maharaj got married to Yashoda. Now, Baladev was the one who united both the families, and therefore he was known as Sankarshan, because he actually took shelter of Devaki's womb, but then he was taken care by Mother Yashoda because he was born from Rohini's womb. So because he united both the families together, he is known as Sankarshan. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada also says that because he was attracted to Rohini's womb, also his name is Sankarshan. So that's how we can understand this. Now comes, so this is how the names of Balaram were there. Sankarshan, due to being transferred from Devaki's womb to Rohini's womb, or bringing both the families together. Rama, because he pleases the inhabitants of Goloka, and Balbhadra, because of his great strength. So these are the three names of Lord Balaram. So Sri Balaram, he had a lot of pastimes. Srimad Bhagavatam is full of Balaram's pastimes. We'll see the killing of Dhenukasura, killing of Pralambasura, killing of Rukmi, who is the brother of Rukmini. And Balaram visits Vrindavan, and then killing of Dvida, and marriage of Samba, and pilgrimage of Balaram, where he killed Romaharshana and Balavala. So these are the various pastimes. Of course, we cannot go in detail in each and every one of them. But we have chosen a specific pastime, which is very rarely discussed, and that is Revati weds Sri Balaram, how he got married to the Revati Devi. So in the 9th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam describes the dynasty of Saryati. So Sharyati, he is the son of Manu, Vaivasvata Manu. Okay. So Vaivasvata Manu, he has the son named Sharyati, and this Sharyati had 3 children, 3 sons. They were Uttanabarhi, Anrata, and Bhurishena. So Anartha's son was known as Revata. So Revata, he constructed and he ruled the kingdom, and his kingdom was known as Kushasthali, which was in the depth of the ocean. So he had 100 sons. So who has 100 sons? So we'll go, just remember, okay? So this is the dynasty of Sharyati is being described. Vaivasvata Manu had a son named Sharyati, And Sharyati has three sons, Uttananarbi and Uttanabarhi, and Anartha and Bhurishena. Anartha's son was Revata. And this Revata, he constructed this entire kingdom, which is known as Kushasthali. He had 100 sons. And among those 100 sons, one son was Kukudmi, also known as Raivata, because his grandfather was Revata. So Revata, he had 100 sons, and not because of his Revata, he had 100 sons, and of those 100 sons, there was Kukudmi, also known as Raivata. Raivata because his father was Revata, so he was known as Raivata. Now, this Revita was the eldest one. So, Kukudmi, what happened? He once goes to Brahma along with Revati, her daughter. He has a daughter. So, along with his daughter Revati, he went to Lord Brahma in Brahmaloka to inquire about the suitable husband for her daughter. At that time, Brahma was hearing a musical performance by the Gandharvas. So Kukudmi or Raivata, he waited, and later he submitted his proposal to Brahma. He waited outside, and because Brahma was engaged in hearing that musical performance by the Gandharvas, so he waited outside. And finally, when Brahma came, he submitted his proposal that I'm looking for a match for my daughter Revati. Brahma at that time smiled. He said that you have come all over from Earth planet to Satyaloka. He said that all of them you have wished to have your son-in-law, they have passed away. Forget about them. Even their sons, their grandsons, and other descendants have also passed away because 27 Chaturyugas have been passed. So one Chaturyuga, we know, one Chaturyuga, also known as one Divya Yuga, has what? One Satya, one Dwapar, one Treta, one Satya, one Treta, one Dwapar, one Kali. Together they are known as one Chaturyuga. So he says 27 Chaturyugas have passed. So you cannot even hear about the names of whom you are thinking. So better now offer your daughter Revati to the most powerful Lord Baladev. So in glorification of Lord Baladev, Brahma says, Bhuvo Bharavatārāya Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana Avatirno Nijamshena Punya Shravana Kirtana. Bhuvo Bharavatārāya means Bhara of Bhuva, the burden of this world, Avatara, to reduce the burden of this Mother Earth, he came as Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Bhuta Bhavana, who is always the well-wisher of all the living entities, Avatirna. So he has come, he has descended, he has taken avatar. Nija Amshena, and he has come with his entire entourage, with his entire paraphernalia. Punya Shravana Kirtana, and he simply worshipped how? By hearing and chanting, and when whosoever chants Krishna's name, he becomes purified. So that's what Lord Balaram, he says that Lord Balaram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who hears and chants about him, Punya Shravana Kirtana, is purified. And because he's always the well-wisher of all the living entities, he has descended with all his paraphernalia to purify the entire world and lessen its burden. So Brahma says that now this is the time for you to hand over your daughter Revati to Lord Balaram. Kukudmi, along with Revati, he returned back. And as soon as he returned back to earth, he saw that nobody was left. So they all were shocked that how the changes have taken place. 27 Chaturyugas have been passed. So you can imagine. So what they saw, Bhagavat actually describes that they found that all the race of the men, they have reduced in their vigor, they are dwindled in their form. So it was very difficult. But taking the orders of Lord Brahma, Kukudmi actually, he approached Balaram and he proposed the marriage. Now, Revati is naturally the eternal consort of Lord Balaram. So definitely Lord Balaram, he gladly accepted to take her hand in marriage. And now, because she was from the earlier Yuga, and Revati was far taller and than her husband, so which is of course not a good match. So Balaram, what he did is he tapped his hala, his plow, on her shoulder, and she shrunk to the normal height of the people in Balaram's age, that is the Dwapar Yuga. And finally, the marriage was then celebrated. So the wedding was then performed with great jubilation, and entire atmosphere was filled with ecstasy. All the streets of the city were decorated with flower garlands, with sandalwood scented water, and this water was sprinkled on the pathways. Auspicious items like water pots, banana trees, whole grains, fruits, and other such paraphernalia were kept outside each and every house as a mark of auspiciousness. And everybody was dressed up in a beautiful dresses and ornaments. And finally, in a midst of Vedic hymns and musical presentations, Lord Balaram and Revati, they got married. So Kudmi then gave his daughter to Lord Baladev, and finally he retired from his worldly life and went to Badrikashram. So this was the pastime that is very less explained. So I thought that, okay, we have discussed so many times about Pralambasura, about Dhenukasura, about Dvivida, about Rukumi, and of course of Romaharshan. So also killing of Romaharshan. But thought of discussing this pastime. So this is how we see that how Lord Balaram performs his various pastimes. But then what is the mood? The mood is only of the service, that he wants to serve Lord Shri Krishna. That's how we should also learn from Lord Balaram, to always take a back seat and always serve Lord Krishna, no matter what it is. In Mundaka Upanishad, there is a very famous line that often Prabhupada quotes, and he says, Nayam Atma Bala Hinayo Labhyo. That means if one cannot attain the supreme platform of self-realization without sufficiently being favored by Balaram, Nayam Atma Bala Hinena Labhyo. If we don't have that spiritual strength which is offered, which is favored by Lord Balaram, then it's very difficult to become self-realized. So Bala not only means the physical strength, because we know that in bhakti, no kind of physical strength can help you. Again, that verse goes where it says that what was the piety of that hunter, and what is the bala, strength of Ugrasen Maharaj, what is the maturity of Dhruva Maharaj, and how Gajendra, who is dull-headed, what knowledge he had, what parentage Vidur had, but finally Bhakti Tushyati Madhava. That only devotional service, the sincerity, the dedication, that is what pleases Krishna. So similarly, without the strength, not the physical strength, but the strength that is the spiritual strength, without that spiritual strength. And why do we need that spiritual strength? We need that strength to do all our activities in our life, to bear the sufferings in our life, to understand, to have the right knowledge, to see the sufferings in the right perspective. Why I'm saying just the sufferings? Why not happiness? Of course, we have to see happiness also in the same aspect, because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that one should not be elated when happiness comes, and one should not be distressed when some sufferings come, when some reversals comes in our life. We have to be equal, like we have to be equal-minded. But how is it possible? That is possible only by the spiritual strength if we have, so that we can see the happiness also in the right perspective, and we can see the distress also in the right perspective. But from where the spiritual strength is going to come? That spiritual strength is going to come from Balaram. It's only because of Balaram that we will be able to attain our goal of life. And that Balaram is non-different from Shri Nityananda Ram. So we know that how Nityananda, who is very merciful, that's why Narottam Das Thakur says, Nityara Karuna Habe Vraja Radha Krishna Padu. If we have to understand Radha and Krishna and we have to attain the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna, we have to receive the mercy of Balaram. We have to receive the mercy of Nityananda Ram. Say sambandha nahi jar, vritha janme gela tar, vidya kule ki kari betan. And if we have no connection, say sambandha nahi yaar, if we have no connection with Lord Balaram, if we just keep him on the side, then vritha janma geledhar, then our life is totally a waste. Vidya khule ki khari betar. Then what, even if we have taken birth in some high parentage or we are very much scholar in Shastras and we have so much of gyan, it's all useless. These assets will not help us in any way. So if we want to conquer the anarthas that are there in our heart, and we have to see the sufferings in the right perspective and see the happiness also in the right perspective, we need some strength. And that strength can only be received by Lord Balaram. He is the protector of the devotees of the Lord. It's only by his grace only we will be able to achieve Radha and Krishna. If we don't have the mercy or the strength, the bala from Lord Balaram, then we can never understand Radha and Krishna, and we can never approach Radha and Krishna. And therefore, because he is the one who guides us on this path, he is also known as Adi Guru. He is the original spiritual master, and he is the savior of all our devotees, all of us, all our devotees. He is the one who saves us. He is the real savior. So with this, we will end, and I'll conclude this session with a very famous, again, verse. This is from Garga Samhita. So in Garga Samhita, Gargacharya, he writes one chapter in which he wrote 1,000 names of Lord Balaram. So 1,000 names of Lord Balaram have been written, and it starts with, so we know that how this Garga Samhita then is explaining about all the different Vrajavasis. But then he exclusively, in one of the chapter, he explains the names of Lord Balaram. And he starts with his meditation. Therefore, he says, Atha Dhyanam. So he starts that meditation to Lord Balaram. So there are very beautiful verses. In series there are, because it's 1,000 names of Lord Balaram. But we are saying we will be reciting just very first dhyanam that Gargacharya writes in Garga Samhita. Spuradamala kiritam kinkini karnaharam chaladalaka kapolam kundala shri mukhabjam tuhinagiri manoknam neelamegambaradyam halamushala vishalam kamapalam samide. So here he says Spurad Amala Kiritam. Spurad Amala Kiritam means he's that Lord Balaram. So again, it's a meditation. So you can simply close your eyes and you can meditate the form of Lord Balaram. So he's Puradhamala Kiritam. He's wearing a very, very beautiful, effulgent, splendid crown. Kinkini Kankaharam. And he's wearing the bracelets. And those bracelets are tinkling. They are having some bells on it. So they're making some tinkling sound when Lord Balaram, he moves his hand. And he has a lot of ornaments also on his body. Chalada alaka kapolam. So on his kapolam, on his cheeks, he has a beautiful locks of hairs, that are moving on his cheeks. So alaka kapolam. Alaka means his rolling locks of soft black hairs. Kapolam are the cheeks. So they are coming on his cheeks. Kundala Shri Mukhabjam, and his lotus face, Mukhabjam, has Mukha, who is a lotus like. And that face was also decorated with what? Beautiful earrings that he's wearing. Kundala, beautiful earrings. And they are also moving to and fro and kissing the cheeks of Lord Balaram. Tuhinagiri Manognam, and he is very charming very beautiful, like a mountain of ice and snow, because he is as white as snow. So Tuhina Giri Manognam and Nela Meghambaradhyam, and he is dressed in what color? Blue color, dark clouds, like grayish, bluish color. That's how he wears the garments. Halamushala Vishalam, he is holding a great plow and a club. Plow and a club. Kama Phalam, and he is fulfilling the desires of everybody. He gives the spiritual strength to everybody. Samide, therefore, Gargamuni say, I praise, I glorify. So in his meditation, Atha Dhyana, he says, I glorify Lord Balaram, who is decorated with the glittering crown, bracelets, twinkling ornaments, moving locks of hair on his cheeks, splendid earrings on his handsome lotus face, and garments dark like monsoon clouds, holding a great club and plow, fulfilling all desires, and handsome like a mountain of ice and snow. So today is our Lord Balaram's appearance day. So on this day, at least we can memorize this beautiful dhyanam that is being written by Garga Samhita. Or if not, at least we can offer some Mangalacharan to Lord Balaram. But on this day, we can pray to Lord Balaram to please give us the spiritual strength in our life so that we can progress more and more in our spiritual path, and also empower us, help us to always take a back seat to serve Lord Shri Krishna. We always keep Krishna in front, in the center of all activities. Let's not be the doer. Kartaham iti manyate. Ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Let's not be that vimudhatma. Let's not be that person who is having this doership mentality under false evil. Let's always keep Krishna in the center. Take a back seat and always serve Krishna in the mood of Dasya Bhav. So with that, we can pray to Lord Balaram and we can end here. So thank you all so much. Shri Balaram Purnima Ki Jai, and all the glories to all the assembled devotees, and Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And see if we have any quick corrections, any additions, any reflections, and please go ahead. I know Shivani Mataji is not there, so I can take up this. If you have anything to add on, please go ahead. I hope you are able to unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Garanga. Such a beautiful class, such a beautiful glorification of our Shri Balaram ji. So nice. That's the way we have to serve our Guru too. Which way the Balaram is always serve the Krishna. So if we serve our Guru, we can get that spiritual strength too, Mataji. That's what I learned. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Mayatana Mataji, can you go ahead?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you for the lovely class of Balramji. Mataji, I just wanted to know that in Chaturmas, when they say that Vishnu sleeps for 4 months, so it is which Vishnu, that Shesha Vishnu you were talking about, Miss Mataji, that 5 Balrams you said, that the last one, that Shirodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu.
Yeah, Shirodaksha Vishnu.
So, not the Shesh Vishnu, no?
See, Shirodaksha Vishnu is the Vishnu and he lies on Ananta Shesh.
Right.
Right? So it is said that Shirodaksha Vishnu takes rest. He goes in his Yoga Nidra.
Okay.
But actually, even in Yoga Nidra, he is very active, super active. But it's been explained that these 4 months are not auspicious to do some auspicious things. So that's how it has been explained.
Okay, Mataji. I was just confused in that because it's Shesha and Shirodaksha Vishnu. I just wanted to confirm that. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Happy
Okay.
Balram Purnima to you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, so thank you all so much. I know you all must be very busy. Now you all have to go to your respective temples or you have to celebrate Balram Purnima. So we'll not take much of your time. So again, wish you a very, very happy Balram Purnima. If possible, we can offer to our deities these mantras, some beautiful pranam mantras in glorification of Lord Balaram. If possible, please do that. So with that, we can end up here. Okay, so thank you all so much. Thank you for your association. Thank you for all your wonderful, of course, association, because if you would have not been there, then definitely.
Mataji, there are some questions in the chat, Mataji. I mean, to share the flow chart, to share the diagram, I think this.
Which means the PPT?
Yeah.
Of course, I will share. Not
Yes,
a problem.
Mataji. Yeah, and also the whole Vilasa Prakasha, all of those forms of the
Oh,
Lord.
yeah,
I think that
because
is what Mataji is asking for.
yeah, so I'll share that PPT with all of you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Such a beautiful class. Hare Krishna.
Sudhakar Prabhu, you have something to say?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, the wonderful class. I learned about Balramji more in detail today. I just want to know a small doubt that before we offer prayer to the Lord Krishna, we should pray to Balram. Is it in the short? Is it like that?
Actually, the point is that, see, Balaram is like a guru. He is Adi Guru. So without the mercy of Guru, you cannot approach Radha and Krishna. So in that sense, yes, you have to first offer your obeisances to Lord Balaram and then to Krishna.
Okay.
Okay, Prabhuji?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. This is Vinita Gandharvika. Yeah, very, very beautiful class, Mataji. Thank you so much. Mataji, I have a doubt on the Pranam mantra. If my pronunciation is wrong, can you correct me this one, Mataji? Yeah, I just want to pronounce that again. One second. Just I have actually by hearted that maybe I learned it in a wrong way. Just want to clarify. See, Namaste Halagraha. Namaste Musalayuda. These two lines, when you pronounce, you are pronouncing it in different way. Can you explain that, Mataji? Why the
I
pronunciation
think
is going
so.
wrong for me?
You have learned from
ISKCON Desiree, I guess, Mataji, this one. Yeah.
from KK songs, right?
I think so, Mataji. Yeah. Long back I taught to Vrinda and that's how I memorized this.
Namaste
Yeah.
Halagraha.
Yeah. Namaste Musalayuda.
Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, Namaste Dharani Dhara, Namaste Balaram Shrestha, Pralambare Namaste Ehi Mam Krishna Purvaja.
Purvaja. Yes, Mataji, this
It's
one.
when you go to this KK songs and you see this, I can share the screen. See, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's just the names are the same, right? But it says book name none, right? So it says book name none. But when we go to my PPT, I have given the reference also.
Because last year also I thought I only pronouncing wrong, and then I was just because I taught the same thing to kids also in the classroom. So I just want to make sure it's the right
No,
one
it's
that I'm
nothing
doing.
wrong, Mataji. It's nothing wrong as such. See, it's from Brahma Puran. Namaste Haladrama, Namaste Mushalayudha, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala, and Namaste Balinam Shrestha. There, Dharani Dharada is coming first. So I think so it's right. You can pronounce it in any way. It's okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for clarifying this. Thank you so much. So that I memorized without seeing, I can say that, but I was like, maybe I memorized wrong. That's why I wanted to clarify. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Okay, dear devotees, again wish you all a very, very happy Balaram Purnima. We can start here. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
नवरत्न
की
की
जय शीला
जय
प्रभुपाद की जय
जय
हर ग्रेस कीर्तिदा सुंदरी माता जी
माता जी
की
की
जय
जय हरे कृष्ण
बलराम
माता जी
पूर्णिमा
दंडवत
की
प्रणाम
जय
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Mataji.
much,
जय
Mataji.
बलराम
Hare
की
Krishna.
जय हरि हरि
जय हरि
Bye,
हरि
people.
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
ending the call, dear devotees.